Welcome all. Now let's see the example based on interconnection of two two-port networks. So we have to determine the Z parameter for the given circuit. So what is your observation? That here is current I1. Here also current will be I1. And this current is given as a input current to the network 2. So here also current is I1 only. Similarly, here is current I2. Here current will be I2. And here also current will be I2. That means these two networks are connected in series. So this one is your network 1, network A, and this one is your network B. So these 2 ohm, 4 ohm and 2 ohm are connected in which configuration? So these 2 ohm, 4 ohm and 2 ohm are connected in T type of configuration. T type of network is there, 2, 4, 2. So for T network, what is the Z parameters? Without applying KVL, we can tell the Z parameters. So Z11 is 2 plus 4, 6. Z12 is for network A, Z12 is simply 4. Z21 is 4 and Z22 is 2 plus 4, 2 plus 4. That means 6. So you should recall from the T network of Z parameters. Now this 3 ohm, 6 ohm and here there is no resistance means 0 ohm. So again this is a T type of network. For this also we can tell the value of Z parameters very easily. So Z11 for network B is 3 plus 6, 9. Z12 is this resistance only 6 ohm. Z21 is this resistance only 6 ohm. And Z22 is 6 ohm plus here this is a 0 resistance. So 6 plus 0 that means 6. So this way we have determined the Z parameter for network A, Z parameter for network B. Now to get the overall Z parameter, we have to add this thing. So each element will be added. So 6 plus 9, 15, 4 plus 6, 10, 4 plus 6, 10, and 6 plus 6, 12. So this is the final answer for Z parameter of this complicated network. Now next is we have to determine the Y parameter for the given circuit. So which type of connection it is? It is a parallel connection because the voltage V1 is same as the voltage here and voltage V1 is same as the voltage here. See this wire? This is V1 wire, positive terminal of V1 and this is negative terminal of V1. So as voltages are same, this is a parallel connection. From output also V2, this is a V2 and this is also V2. This is positive terminal and this is negative terminal of V2. So this is also our V2 plus minus. So it is a parallel connection. Okay. Now, what is your observation about these 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm? These 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm. How these 2 ohm, 3 ohm and 4 ohm are connected? This is nothing but pi connection. Again, these 1 ohm, 1 ohm, 1 ohm are connected in pi type of connection. Okay, we know that for pi parameter, so for pi network, y parameters can be easily determined. But first, you have to convert resistance in ohm into resistance in mho. So 2 ohm, we have to convert into mho. So 1 by 2. That means we have to take 1 upon 2 is nothing but 1 by 2 mho. And 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5 mho. 1 by 3 is nothing but 0.33 mho. And 1 by 4 is nothing but 0.25 mho. So first convert ohm into mho. So we get the admittances. Now how you will get y11 for this network? So addition of these two, 0.5 plus 0.33, that means 0.83. Your y12 is minus of this resistance, minus of this admittance, sorry, minus of this admittance, that means minus 0.33. Your y12 is minus of this admittance, that's why minus 0.33. and y22 is addition of these two. So 0.33 plus 0.25 is 0.58, and overall unit is mho, or unit can be Siemens. This is also the another unit, mho or Siemens. Now network B, as the quantities are in ohm, we will convert it into mho. So take the reciprocal, so 1 by 1, that means 1 mho, 1 by 1, that means 1 mho, and 1 by 1, that means 1 mho. Now what is your y11 for this network? 1 plus 1, 2. Now y12 is minus of this admittance, that means minus 1. Y21 minus of this thing, and y22 is addition of these two. So 1 plus 1, 2 more. 1 plus 1, 2 more. So we got the y parameter for network B also. Now as this is a parallel connection, y parameters are added. So add the y parameters. So 0.83 plus 2, that means 2.83, minus 0.33 minus 1, that means minus 1.33, minus 0.33 minus 1, that means minus 1.33, and 0.58 plus 2, that means 2.58. So we got the overall y parameter for this network. Okay. Now let's look at one more question. So determine overall ABCD parameter for the given circuit. And for network 1, they have provided the ABCD parameter, and for network 2 also they have directly provided the ABCD parameter. Now what type of connection it is? In the question they have not mentioned how they are connected. We have to identify. So the output of network 1 is connected as an input to the network 2. That means it is a cascade connection. And in cascade connection, overall ABCD parameters are multiplied. So it is a matrix multiplication. So perform the matrix multiplication to get the overall ABCD parameter. So 2 by 2 matrix multiplication. So 2 into 1 plus 2 into 3, 6. So 2 plus 6, that means 8. Then B value will be row into column multiplication. So 2 into 2 plus 2 into 4, that means 8. 2 into 2, first row, second column, plus 2 into 4, that means 4 plus 8, 12. Now third one, second row, first column. So 4 plus 9, that is 13. And here, second row, second column. So 4 into 2, 8, plus 3 into 4, 12. So 8 plus 12, that means 20. So this is how we got the overall ABCD parameter for this cascade connection. Okay. So once again, quickly, I will just revise. So this is a T type of network. We can easily get the Z parameter. This one is also T network. We can easily get the Z parameter. And after that, we have to add the Z parameter because of series connection. Now, this is a pi network. We can easily get the Y parameter. This is also pi network. We can easily get the Y parameter. And at the end, we have to add Y parameters. And this is a cascade connection. And they have already provided ABCD matrix for this network, ABCD matrix for this network. So we have to perform the matrix multiplication. Okay. Thank you.